forgot to, whoops, I forgot to write the picture for my mines thing. Guess I gotta go do that. Alright everyone, it is me, Junson Chan, and, I wasn't really planning to do a video for quite some time because, 808 coin exchanges are still, more or less kaput. Even though I did mint a lot of 808 coin, I sold my sprouts too recently, so I still want to give that time to grow. But I did mint about 1.3 billion sprouts coins, which is really good after just 2 days. So I've already made back all the sprouts I sold, plus an extra 3 million. But anyway, I thought a fun little thing that we could talk about is bitconnect. This was a coin that I was actually considering adding to my portfolio, and then looks like the bottom has hit a bottom for now. I was considering going into it, and then I saw numerous red flags. Now at the time I wasn't really streaming that much, and I wasn't very sure. I also have a tendency not to like put out FUD videos because it's bad karma or whatever. Though I guess now in hindsight, it actually would have been a good idea to do that. So that's something I'll have to reconsider for the future. Anyway, so it turns out that BitConnect is a scam, or is looking quite like a scam. Either way, it's pretty much worthless. And I started noticing it because I noticed, hey, wait, where is BitConnect on the coin market cap? Before we do that, Doggy Coin. Okay. Yeah, so all cryptocurrencies took a major beatdown. And of course, Dogcoin was no exception. So, alright, looks like it finally crash landed. Litecoin is down to 188. So I got really lucky when I sold my Sprouts coins and converted it into US dollars the day that I did, because everything went down right after. So, whoops. Hopefully Coinbase isn't too angry. But that's just how it goes. They'll make their money back though. They charge they charge. To me, it's a very reasonable fee, but it's a lot of money in fees. Gotta finish my spinach. So we got a BitConnect. This poor sucker has crashed. Oh wow! So it's down 68%. It was down as low as like 92% or something. But yeah, $22.80. Yeah, this thing is pretty much dead. So we go to BitConnect website. Are you serious? See, I haven't been to the site in a long time. Alright, so the first thing that really threw me off, like the first thing I usually look for is, does the website look good? So BitConnect at least had that going for it. Yeah, I think they've really changed their website. So before, it would show me, let me see, learn more. I'm hoping they didn't change the website too much, where we could look into the sale. Basically, it's a sales page. So in this case, they're trying to sell you on the idea of investing with their platform. Okay. So I think what really killed BitConnect was really the lending platform part, because this is legitimate, the staking part. In this case, they paid you, I think what they said, up to 120% per year through proof of stake minting. And then this was the thing that really started to make me uncomfortable, was their so-called volatility software. So I'll let that load for a sec. So you can do short selling. Okay. So far it sounds like it's good, right? You loan money or bitconnect or whatever to like other people apparently. Uh so here's the thing. It says it's a lending platform, but I had a very hard time finding out who you're lending the money to. If it were more legit, it would tell you, oh, you're lending it to other users. And those users will be borrowing your money to do margin trading or whatever, which is basically what bitfinex does. Then of course you can mine this. Yeah, I think they did change it to make it look more reputable because I don't remember a lot of this stuff being here. Um, so it looks like they're still doing the daily interest. Okay, so this is generally a red flag because of the way they talk about it, like guarantee you an interest rate. On the other hand, if it's supposed to be coming from proof of stake, then it's actually valid. The problem is it's 120% a year, and there were many days where they were paying out way more than what's seen here, because there are 365 days in a year. So 120% is basically 0.33% per day on average. So how were they able to achieve these extra earnings? Um, yeah, they didn't used to have this news thing. Um, so then with yeah, okay. Yeah, so here, I mean, as you probably already know, BCC is closing the lending and exchange platform. Personally, I think what they should really do is just simply close the lending platform, or make it more transparent. That probably would have saved BitConnect, but because people are greedy and they don't really think in terms of how to create value, well, you get stuff like this. Because an exchange is fine. All you have to do is play middleman and collect your little like 0.2% fee, and then just have like huge amounts of trade volume, and you'll make a pretty penny. The problem is that's slow and legitimate. Um, jeez, where is? I was looking for BCC lending. Yeah, here we go. I think this was the page that ultimately turned me off. Also, I've noticed that because I used to do SEO and internet marketing, so there's obviously a lot of scammers out there. I noticed that a lot of those same scammers were promoting BitConnect. So that actually was, I mean, I don't want to give names, but um, if known internet scammers are promoting something, chances are you probably need to be suspicious of that. So that was another red flag. Are there any questions? There are no questions yet. Okay, alright, so I'll move on. Alright, so I looked at the nice little graphic. I thought, well, okay. On your BCC on your dashboard, buy Bitcoin Connect from the BCC exchange. So after reading the description, I kind of figured out pretty quickly that you were lending money basically to yourself, but everything was centralized and you couldn't really see where it was going. And then this was the kicker, like the more money you put in, the more money you earn right after. So basically, this looked like a very fancy high yield investment program or a Ponzi scheme, because that's what it almost looked like. Um, when I do proof of stake mine with 808 coin, Sprouts coin, and Compound coin 421 coin, there's none of that. It's just straight up you get that amount of APR. You either hold the coins in your wallet, or if you're crazy enough, you entrust it to a third-party site to stake it for you, and then you just sell on the open market. Like there's really no there's no central authority and there's no manipulation aside from free market forces. Because that's about as fair and free as you can make things. But here, everything is like it's a lot shadier. Like Here's an example. Look at this chart and compare it to an actual SQ monitor. I think it was SQ monitor, and just this is an actual Ponzi scheme website monitor where they just list all the new scams and all the old ones. So let me zoom in a little more, right? So look at that. Well, let's take a look at this random one. So again, fancy looking website. You know, some BS story about what they do, which is BS. Yeah, see, look at that. You get 7.5% weekly for 91 days, and then you get your money back. You get 11% weekly for 91 days, and then you get your money back supposedly. And then look how much money they ask for. Oh wow, look at how much money they ask for you up front. So I mean, they basically looked like a Ponzi scheme because I've seen like hundreds of these things. But you know, for whatever reason, BitConnect was still able to get a lot of people. Now the thing about this thing is, what makes this ingenious, this scam. I'm not saying it's a good thing, but like the way they were able to ingeniously scam people was, it wasn't enough just to, you know, take money from you and give it to Paul and then keep that stealing cycle going until, you know, you run out of your money and the whole thing collapses. They have that volatility software and the exchange thing to add an extra like layer in between everybody. So basically they try to manipulate things or make it look like things are manipulated so that, you know, when there are huge price fluctuations, they could like siphon off a lot of the money or something. But the problem with that is you can only manipulate for so long, and eventually all it takes is one big giant move either upward or downward, and then the whole thing collapses. And I think that's what happened with BitConnect, because like when all the cryptocurrencies crashed a couple of days ago because of the South Korean, you know, crypto ban fears, the system blew apart. So let's see. Oh my God, these guys. God, are they gonna ask me for? Yeah, yeah, they're definitely pretty paranoid because they're constantly asking me to I don't know what is it, recertify or whatever. Maybe they got a lot of people getting angry at them. So I think one way that they made money was deliberately price gouging people between Bitcoin and BitConnect, because in order to use the BitConnect website, you had to buy BitConnect tokens. So that forces, so you create like an artificial monopoly. So that's a good way for them to basically get money from you. Yeah, and then step two, buy BitConnect coin from BCC Exchange, like I just said. Since I've never actually done this, their so-called system, I don't actually know what you have to do, but I just know you have to give money to like something. Yeah. Lending guide. So 3 confirmations. Yeah. Oh, that's the other thing. They also had a really huge referral program. A legitimate business usually pays you less in referrals, with the exception of like ebooks, because the cost of the company is practically nothing on ebooks, because it literally costs nothing to store an ebook. So you can even give away like 75 or 90% commissions, and the person selling that ebook would be fine. But for most other legitimate affiliate programs, they only pay you a little bit because the margins are too small. Here, the margins were like kind of big, I think. Um, yeah, are kind of big. So that's pretty much, yeah. So that's basically the short of it. I think I still, all right. I'm gonna actually try and log in and see if my account's still active there. So let me just turn that off real quick. Just give me a second while I log in. The problem is I don't know what I use. God, they're constantly asking me for captchas. I'm gonna definitely have to fill in a picture one pretty soon. Give me a second, because it's not. Is it this one? All right. Forgot my password. All right. Because when I did create an account and I looked inside, there was something in there that did finally tip me over. Oh, okay. So BitConnect actually seems to have deleted my account or something. Which is fine. I wasn't using it anyway. Yeah, because I just tried doing password recovery on both my email addresses, and they just said the email doesn't exist. Uh, okay. Well, no, I guess that's another flag too. They deleted my account for some reason. Um, but yeah, I mean, it's easy it's easy to just accuse everything that you don't know of as an actual scam, and who knows, you might actually be right. But a lot of times there are actually a lot of websites that are actually legitimate, but they just have, sloppy execution. Whether that means the site looks sloppy, or maybe the way the website actually, like the buttons don't work very well, or it's slow responding and stuff like that. But usually, a good sign of a scam is they promise you a lot of profits. There's a lot of affiliate commissions, and they don't tell you any specific ways that they make money. Um, or if they do tell you how the site makes money, you're supposed to be able to easily figure out who has money, who's buying and selling the goods and services, and who are the customers. Right? If this were a legitimate exchange, it would say you're lending money to. Oh, I am in the United States. I'll leave it at that. Where was I? Oh, yeah. So if this was so if BitConnect was legit, you know, oh my. All right, these guys are really pissing me off with this stupid shit. Fine. So if they were legit, right? They instead of instead of saying like this is how much you can earn, it should be telling me things like you will be lending one Bitcoin, for example, or one BitConnect coin to person B. You will then earn money off of them through as margin interest, which is what it's supposed to be called, at like a rate of say 0.2% daily. And then we, the bitconnect.co website, will pocket 0.05%. See, that's simple, that's specific, yet it actually makes sense. I can't access the Bitfinex. Actually, maybe they won't ban. They won't ban me. Let me see. Yeah. Uh, margin trading. Margin trading. Okay. All right. See, this is actually legit. Like Bitfinex, right? This allows users to trade up to 3.3x leverage by receiving funding from peer-to-peer margin funding platform. So it's just a fancy way of saying you, person A, is loaning money to person B at a leverage of 330%. Um, users enter Users can enter an order to borrow the desired amount of money, in this case US dollars, Hong Kong dollars, or Bitcoin. Because I used to actually lend money to people at Bitfinex before they kicked out all the Americans. Bastards. Uh, yeah, and then you have an open position at Bitfinex. Bitfinex will take out funding for them, blah, blah, blah. Please go to how it works. Okay. Alright, so there are no fancy pictures, but, there's plenty. But I think you can get the idea. See there, oh yeah, that's the other thing. They weren't using specific terms that a real margin lending platform is supposed to use. An order book, the word margin, um, open orders and buy orders, sell to close, buy to open, etc. These are like actual vocabulary words that you use when you're actually doing something legitimate like this. It also helps that I also have a stock market. I buy stocks and stuff, so we use the same terminology there. You even use the word financing here, accrued interest. So yeah, so see, this is what legitimacy looks like. This is what a scam kind of looks like. So, um, yeah. Now I kind of regret. I should have actually did this video and called it a scam months ago. Not only would the page views have been good, but I might have been able to save a few people from losing all their money to this site. So it looks like they're closing their doors yet. On top of that, I don't know why the BCC thing here is 237, but they did say they're closing everything here. So, man, what happens to all the people that have open orders and stuff? I guess they all just lose their money, right? How are these guys not getting like hunted down and sued? But well, that's what happens. And yeah, they even have a 28 million. What's the supply cap on BCC? Well, I mean, what's the current supply? Total supply 9.6 million. Circulating supply 7.8. So what are these guys gonna do when the max supply hits 28 million? Yeah. Oh well. But yeah. So the BitConnect scam platform itself is, well, more or less gone. So unless you want to take a risk and mint it like proof of stake, maybe I would stay away from it. But maybe. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much it. So, yeah, so that's how you look for a scam, pretty much. Any questions? No. Oop. Okay. Alright, well, that's the end of that. So, hopefully, people who got cheated by BitConnect learned a valuable lesson. As for me, I already lost lots of money from scams, so that's why I go strictly with proof of stake. But yeah, the exchanges are still screwed up. Coins markets is still you gotta be kidding me. So yeah, coins markets is still screwed up. I'm not even gonna bother refresh it that much. Sprouts coin is doing. Whoop. Nope. No. God, that is so annoying. Let's see. Oh, they actually have that nice little thing. Okay, what the fuck? By the security rules. What are you talking about? Alright, hold on. Coinexchange.io. I have no idea what the hell that was. Alright, well, I'll have to hide my thing later. But, yeah, so Sprouts coin is doing alright. This is the 2% daily proof of stake coin. It dipped a bit, but now it seems to have settled to right below, 100,000. So, yeah, pretty good. I do wish they had better trade history volume, because it only goes back like a couple hours. But yeah, this is doing pretty well. Let's see. If I wanted to sell one, let's see. Shoot, how much? Okay, so 400 million sprouts is approximately 390,000 dog. So 2.5 times that. So so if I sold another billion sprouts right now today, I'll have 975,000 dog. No. No. What is it? 975,000 dog. So even though Dogcoin has gone down a lot in price, I could still clear 7,200 bucks if I wanted to. I'm not going to sell anything today though. Dogcoin's a little too low. Plus, again, as I said before, I want to keep my Sprouts coins growing. I think I have like 20. I have like a little more than 28 billion now. So, I'm gonna do a wait and see. And of course, Cryptopia isn't anywhere near done, because until Cryptopia gets their act together, or the smaller chance, Coins Markets gets their sites up and running, I can't buy or sell 808 coin, except if I use BTC Pop. In which case, I guess I could log into my BTC Pop account. Let's see. No, that's Trade Satoshi. BTC Pop. Okay, this is the one thing I don't like about Firefox, because I can't see what the hell I'm typing. Okay. Oh yeah, they do have a lending platform here, but I think it does look legitimate because it's just like BTC Jam. It's people lending to other people, and BTC Pop just pockets a small margin fee between the two. So there's no leverage on BTC Pop's end. So it makes it nice and sustainable. Exchange 808 coin. God damn, I hit the button too many times. Lawyer comment: BitConnect is screwed on securities from. Actually, I'm curious. Did BitConnect make the news? It actually should be. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, you got Bloomberg, you got TechCrunch. Oh yeah, BitConnect's effed. They're completely screwed. Wow, 400,000? My god. Oh, that's interesting. BitConnect said they will allow access to exchange tomorrow. Yeah, I figure the exchange should be fine because they can just pocket the little difference as a, like the little margin fee or whatever, the commission you can call it. Like that's legitimate. Um, yep, yeah, they're pretty screwed. Um, damn. Oh yeah, 40% returns each month is yeah, that's too much. I mean, the only way you can get that is through the high proof of stake coins that I'm doing, but that's also offset by free market forces, which also lower your potential profit by a lot as well. So that's how it balances out. But yeah, with no other uses for the token, it's just a proof of stake coin that pays 120% in self-generated coins. And unless they change the maximum supply from 28 million to like higher or infinity, the coin is completely screwed. Uh, yeah, it's just another. Yeah, so we know what happened. So yeah, they're done. BitConnect is done. Um, let's see. So anyway, Yeah, you can buy and sell 808 coin here. The problem is because you can only access the exchange when you're logged in. Um, it's not considered public info. So sites like CoinMarketCap.com can't list it on their site. So basically, nobody ever finds out about this place unless they go to like the announcement thread for 808 coin. So ultimately, it just translates to really crappy um, trade volume, as you can see here. Yeah, there's hardly anything going on here. Oh God, I wish Cryptopia would get back, because that's when like 100 million 808 coins would trade every day, every 24 hours. And of course, Trade Satoshi still closed registrations, so kind of sucks. Let me see. Yep. Yeah, every time you hit the register button, they just take you back to here. Uh, so let us see. So what's nice is 808 coin shot up to 3 Satoshis. How's the trade volume looking? Oops. Yeah, so trade volume looks okay for the amount of volume that's here. If they would just open the freaking registrations, this thing would pretty much, go back to normal. But yeah, 808 coin's worth a lot. Um, the stake I was supposed to sell 8 days ago has now staked itself, so now that's at like four. How much was it at? Let me see. Something along the lines of 48 million. Yeah, 46 million. So had I have access to the site, I can either sell it for 2 or 3 satoshis. Um, Actually, can I use the? Oh yeah. So let me see. How much is 46 million? So that's 0.92 Bitcoin. Or if I wanted to wait and try to sell it for 3 satoshis, that's 46 million. Yeah, I either make 0.92 Bitcoin or 1.38 Bitcoin. Wow, I wish I had that much. What was it? 0.92. So yeah, I could. So had I had access to trade Satoshi, I could try to make either $10,220 right now or 15 grand and a little extra food money. Ugh, God, I'm so close to the glory days, but freaking all the damn exchange sites are down that can trade 808. And that's what's frustrating. So that's pretty much why I've just been doing coin exchange here, because it's the only site I have access to that still works, that I can still make a lot of money with until effing Cryptopia here gets their crap together. Exchange. Yeah, that's why everything here is all zero. Let me see. What was it? LTC dot. Yeah. So basically, they just cloned the main site onto the subdomain. Mm, yeah. So there's the market closure thread. Let's see. So yeah, they said something yesterday about scaling their firewall. So I don't know, man. I think it's gonna take them a while to get everything back up. But the good news is all these replies, like 99% of them, are all of them bitching at them to like bring back the Litecoin and Dogcoin markets. The second most frequent comment I see is like people are complaining that they don't have access to their money. But I checked the Bitcoin talk threads for Cryptopia. First of all, there's hardly any threads, which is a good sign because that means there's not that many people complaining. And the ones that are complaining, there's actually very few people saying that they don't have access to their money. So I think deposits withdrawals are working for Cryptopia, but I think it's just simply delayed. And I also did see someone say that Cryptopia's support will respond as a priority to deposit and withdrawal problems. Um, so, yeah, well, that's that for that. Um, but I don't see any questions, so yeah, I think I'll probably wrap it up because there's not much else to go over. Yeah, I mean everything. We're just waiting and waiting and waiting. Um, I think in the next, I don't know when I'll sell. When I'm gonna sell my next 1 billion sprouts. I kind of want to see, because because I'm going to a Mike Cernich event again on this Saturday and Sunday. So perhaps, and what today is Wednesday. So if I don't do anything by Friday, then probably you'll see some action from me on Sunday night or Monday. So that's been basically a week. But perhaps I might do another video in between then. But yeah, so yeah, well, that's pretty much it. If you're interested in making a crap ton of money and getting frustrated when websites go down, uh, you can buy my book, Mind Bigly. Um, you can earn pretty much up to 808%. You already know the names of the proof of stake coins that I stake, so if you don't want to buy my book or stuff like that, okay, that's fine. Um, Here are the coins that I stake. This one's compound coin, that's 500% for the next month and a half. Next one's Sprouts, which is the one that I last made my what is it, $12,000, $11,000. This pays 2% a day. 808 coins, my flagship coin, but because again the exchanges are all down, I can't make money with this. So just doing 100% compound, and when the websites do come back up, it's going to be easy 5 figures every 8 days. Actually, it'll be easy 5 figures every few days because my staggered stacks are starting to get really large now. This one I haven't listed yet officially, but the coin itself is solid. 421 coin. This pays 421% a year. But the problem is it's only traded on coinsmarkets.com, which I think is going scam. It's technically not gone yet, but it's on its last heels. So you know, if anything, they may have already have ran off with with everybody's money, including my $1,500 worth of dog coin in the site. So until 421 gets a new reputable exchange, it'll remain in limbo for now. But yeah, you can just buy my book, Mind Bigly. You can also watch my feature-length film, political comedy. Um, Underdogs. You can watch on Amazon if you want a good laugh. Yeah, and then yeah, that's probably it. So let's see. I'm gonna check one last time. There are no questions. So yeah, my name is Junson Chan. Then you can follow me on Twitter. Changed my up, changed my profile picture because thanks to Cory Booker's new meme, where they always do this meme worthy picture, and of course there's my Gab account. So yeah. So I hope you liked it. Hit the follow button, hit the subscribe button wherever you're watching this. And yeah, and hopefully I will see you in a few days. Thanks, everyone. Later.